Hi friends, it's Susan Smith with StampCreatively. I have a project using Grassy Grove today. I'm excited about it. I'm working on my camp projects and I like to show some techniques at camp. I don't want to make it too complicated because again, we never want anyone to cry. So I've worked on this for quite a bit to simplify it. So I'm going to show you the simplest way I found to do this and I think you're going to like it. Okay, it could definitely be a Christmas card. I'm scooching this stuff out of the way a little bit because I need to get my Stamparatus in the picture. That I found was the key. Okay, here we go. I didn't put lipstick on. Don't tell my friends. They're super lipstick-like people. I'm not. Here we go. Okay, so I've got again, I used the Grassy Grove. I wanted the deer. That was a big deal to me. So I used this stamp set. This is not a Christmas set, but you could definitely make this a Christmas card. So I'm going to take my Stamparatus and then I'm going to put one of my pieces of paper on it. I took off... Oh no, my daughter just texted me. Both of her kids have strep. I'm sorry. 2 of the 4. That's not good. So I took off the foam piece because I want these magnets to stick directly to the metal. I took a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 sheet and I just used ultra smooth. I took our layering circles and die cut a circle kind of high. You can do it any way you want. But this is what I found worked really well for me. So I'm going to take my piece of Whisper White. This is 5 by a little less than 4 because I wanted to layer it. So I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to put this here because this is what I cut out with my circle. And then I took some pieces of cardstock and tore it. Oh, I want it to go this way. I practiced a bunch of times to get it the way I wanted it. And I went horizontal and vertical and I ended up liking this way better. So I'm going to put this here. Then I tore a piece of white. I'm going to slide it up under here. Get it where I want it. And I'm going to put this other magnet down, holding that in place. Okay? So I've got that. Then I took... We're doing all of our blending brushes with Orchid Oasis. And we're doing all of our stamping with Starry Sky. So I'm going to ink up my blending brush. And I find that it works better if I kind of start off the page, or start down kind of low. So I'm going to do this. And add my color. And again, this is Orchid Oasis. And you kind of go, there's no color. There is, trust me. I'm going to start on the end. So I don't get too many like tap marks. Like you can tell where I've pushed a little harder, it's going to get a little darker. But you want to try to avoid a tap mark. I'm going to take this off. I'm going to take this off. And I have another piece of paper that I tore. I'm going to go down a little lower with it. And stick it on. And I'm just going to put this up here so it doesn't go anywhere. And I'm not going to re-ink because I just want this a little bit lighter. I just don't want it white. And I thought this turned out good enough. It's going to be a camp card. Again, I was practicing. I spent a lot of time. See, you didn't think there was any on there, and there was. I spent a lot of time practicing to make it not too hard. So I felt like I simplified this enough. I can do this at camp. So then this is the circle that I cut out. So I'm going to make sure I lay this exactly over the top of this circle. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to put this on here. hold it in place. This is daffodil, and I just want it a little bit, so I'm going to kind of smooch it off a little because I just want this to have a little bit of a moonlight halo. Look at that. Is that not super cool? Love it. Because it has just a little bit of a halo. Okay, so now I'm going to take that off of my Stamparatus. Move my stuff around a little bit. So, and I'm going to close these up. Because, I mean, if anybody's going to make a mistake, it's going to be me. And now we're going to do all of our stamping with the Starry Sky. So I'm going to take these guys. These are the trees, and I wanted them up here, but I wanted them to look like they were a little bit behind this snowdrift. So I'm going to kind of line that up. Put that up there. I'm going to put my pine trees over here. It's so cool. And then I've got my, and this is almost, it's similar. It's not the exact same. So it looks like I have kind of a starry. Okay. Now the best part's the deer. I kind of wanted it up there in that halo. We have deer in our woods, and it was so funny. We took a walk last weekend. We had 3 of the grandkids here. We did cookie baking. We had a great time, and so we were all walking in the woods, and the little girl, I don't know whether you remember her or not, but the little boxer Rottweiler mix that was 10 pounds when I got her a year ago, turned 1 yesterday, along with Willow, who turned 5. They have their birthday buddies. And so Willow and Roxy had birthdays yesterday. Well, when we were walking in the woods, our oldest son Austin, I didn't re-ink these because I wanted them a little bit lighter on the inside. So I put those on the inside. We're walking in the woods, and Roxy's in a harness, and Jax, who is a 5-year-old boxer, was in his collar. This is Starry Sky. Jax saw a deer, turned around and looked at my son and went, "I'm out of here," and wiggled his way out of that collar and took off. And if you could have seen the look on my son's face, it was hilarious. He was like, "I just got juked by a dog." He's holding the collar and the leash going, "I didn't let go." But we watched Roxy chase that deer this way and that, and it was so cute. Roxy came back. I mean, Jax came back. He always does. He did not catch the deer, which was good. And the deer was like, "Yeah, you're not going to catch me, but I'll play with you for a while." Okay, so now I'm going to add my, so I added the Starry Sky, Orchid Oasis, and now we're going to add our image to the front. And then I'm going to zoom in so you can see a little bit of fun detail that we're going to do here. Okay, so see how pretty that is? Okay, now we're going to detail it up. Are you ready? So I'm going to take my Wink of Stella and I'm going to tap it on the side of the bone folder. So that you can see my shimmer dots that I put on there? And then I'm going to do the same thing with my Orchid Oasis blend. This is the dark one. I just want a few more speckles on there. And I know it's hard to see. And now I'm going to add these beautiful snowflakes. I love these. And like, have put them on every winter scene card that I have, just because I think they're beautiful. They're flat, they're iridescent, so when you tilt them, they take on a different color. I just love them. My stars in the sky. I've taught my camp people to love them too, and so I keep running out of them because they like them. And then I love to put a rhinestone in the center of this one because it has a little bitty hole. And you could use a clear rhinestone, but why would you use clear when you have champagne? We'll add a few of these. Because we can. All right, friends, there you go. So pretty. If you're coming to camp, you get to make this card. If you're not, hate that for you. I forgot to add them to this one. I thought about it after I finished this card. And this is how I store. I found that all of my little gems, I couldn't keep track. I had 27 half packets of everything. So I started storing them in our bigger baggies. And then I can keep track of them all. All right, friends, thanks for joining me. I hope you get to join me at camp. If you don't, I hate that for you. But now you know how to make it. If you have the Grassy Grove, this is just a fun, it looks a little wintry without getting a winter set. And this could definitely be a boy card. So I could send this to any guy. All right, friends, thanks for joining me. Have a great day, and I will see you again soon. Bye.